So here we are in the meds kitchen. I'm just getting the dewormers. So dewormers are here in this meds cupboard. So in the meds cupboard we have all the meds, I stated, but it's the supplements, the medications, everything that we need for the monkeys. And then we also have syringes for the baby meds and stuff like that. So we are using Panacure today. Yesterday we did do Milbamax, but Milbamax is only a 1-day dewormer. So we usually use Milbamax for monkeys that are a bit more difficult to deworm. Just because as you only need 1 day for it to be effective, while with Panacure you need it 3 days continuously for it to actually be effective. At the moment we are using Panacure and Milbamax just because as it eliminates a broader spectrum of parasites, especially with the whole respiratory virus going on. But usually we would also use albendazole. Albendazole is also a 3-day course, although if the monkey only takes it for 2 days, it is still effective, while with Panacure, you need it for 3 days. So yeah, let's go deworm. So here we have Juno in front and Gimli at the back. Today is James and Global deworming day 1. I have prepared them a jam sandwich. Gimli doesn't seem too interested, taking very small bites, while Juno is taking a few bigger bites. But yeah, James and Global are kind of known for taking quite long to eat their dewormers. But there we go, Juno is all done. So up there we have Gimli, who just ran off with his dewormer. So as I said before, it's a jam sandwich. Usually he likes banana sandwich, but he was close to the fence and it was a good opportunity. He seemed interested, so I went for it. He's eaten most of it so far. I just want to make sure that he eats all of it, and that no one else comes to steal it, obviously, because this is Gimli's 2nd year on the deworming list. He has been known to be quite difficult. The first year, at the end he took it on a Marmite sandwich, and last time he took it on banana. So I am quite surprised that he did not just throw away the jam sandwich at first sight. So here we have Charlotte, she just finished her dewormer, and then Uzga also having her dewormer. So this is Uzga, Teo and Charlotte's first year on the deworming list. So here she is. So usually they're a bit more eager to take the dewormer because they don't really know what it is yet. They just know it's a little sweet treat that everyone gets, and this year they're on the list. As you can see, she really likes it, which is good. Uzga there with Sarala, just finished her. Oh, she's still busy. Never mind, she's not finished it. She's halfway through. Sarala's not on the list yet, as she is not the age that is needed. But she will be on the list next year, so then she can also have a little sweet treat. There at the back we have Eliza. Here we have Kofi from Global Troop. wanting to know what's going on. So up there we have Aroa eating his dewormer on a jam sandwich. So Aroa is the only real adult male in the James troop. He's also the alpha male. He seems to be eating it quite well. Ready halfway. Here we have Terry eating her papaya. So here we have Luna from James' troop eating her dewormer in a grape. She is the last monkey to be... Wait, there she goes. She finished it. Oh, that's Teo. But Luna was the last monkey in James' troop to be dewormed today on day 1. It was her second year being on the list, and yeah, she's doing quite well. So she's up there with Sarala. So Sarala, okay, now she's disappeared. But Sarala, you might remember from, she was an orphan from year 2021 to 2022. She came in with head trauma and then was released with Bo. And then there we have Teo. This was his first year on the deworming list, and usually he really likes to take anything that anyone has to offer. Might it be a few seeds or a grape or anything, but this year when he was on the deworming list, he decided it is not for him. Well, he did take it, but he took very long to eat it. Well, usually he would just put it in his mouth, shove it down and swallow. This time he took his time to savor every bite.
Good morning, everyone. So this morning we're getting ready for James and Global deworming day 2. As you can see, it was quite rainy last night and it's still a bit cloudy this morning. Hopefully it won't affect the deworming too much today. Usually when it's rainy, monkeys don't really like to come out. They like to stay in the trees, under the bushes, as to not get wet. So hopefully it doesn't get too wet today. Over there we have Floki, well, grooming Dales, and then at the back there we have Floki and Cuddy in their bedroom. And then over there we have Lychee and Darby in the James foster mum intro cage. They're doing really well together. I just don't want to get too close as Lychee gets a bit upset sometimes. So, but they're doing really good together. Darby has been drinking well, they've been bonding well, everything's going great. So we're very happy about that. So then I'm just on my way to sickbay to get everything ready, to prepare the dewormers, and just, this Jake in the Scrow troop. So Scrow is next to the James enclosure, which is right there. But yeah, as I said, I'm just going to sickbay to get everything ready, the dewormers. So here I have everything set up for my deworming today. So here I have a little basket full of, well, not basket, bowl full of little treats. So we have bread for jam sandwiches, apples, I got some different colors in case they're picky, mango I did try yesterday but it is quite messy, pineapple for the difficult ones. Then I have the cups. So the cups is where I put in the distractions, which is usually bread crusts, and then also the dewormers. So one of them will be for distractions, and then the other one will be for dewormers itself. But then I also have this little one. So there's a panicure dewormer that I already made. Here I have some little treats that I'm using currently. So yesterday, as you can see, they were quite a big fan of grape, and some of them were a fan of banana. So the JS is for jam sandwiches. Then here I have a little tub
So I have a little tub of water as well. So I use the water to sometimes mix the panicure into a paste, just because it is quite grainy, which I'll show you in a minute. Then we also have flax oil, not flax oil, sorry, milk thistle. So milk thistle is for liver support, as dewormers can be quite straining on the liver. And then we also have Protexin. So Protexin is a probiotic, which is also good to have when you have dewormers, and Protexin also has a sweet taste, so that makes them like the dewormers a little bit more, at least the sweet tooth ones. We do have some that are a bit more that like savory things a bit more, so that does make the Protexin a bit of a downside, but it's all good. Then we also have jam, so some jam that we have for our jam sandwiches, and then a knife. So here we have Tony enjoying his dewormer with lots of protection. As you can see, he has a little beard, which is quite cute. And then, oh, it's starting to rain. Up there we have Arpy with hers. She just finished it. So there we have Arpy that took on banana, and Tony that also took on banana. So now I'm going to prepare the ones in grape. Here we have Juno, probably second in command at the James troop, enjoying her jam sandwich. She's quite a fast eater compared to all the rest, which I'm quite happy about. Last little bite. And there we go, all done. Here we have Luna from James Troop eating her dewormer on a jam sandwich. Over here we have Bandit Sundance. She stole some banana from someone and eating it. She's quite a confident little girl, always causing trouble between Global, that's Django, no, not Django, that's Dumbo, between Global and James' troop. She's usually found between the two trying to steal some leftovers or something. But yeah, here we have Luna, almost done. Last few bites left. So it's the second day of James and Global deworming. I'm just quickly coming back from my break. So we've had I was able to deworm quite a few monkeys this morning. I just have about 8 left, I think. So as you can see, the sun it's still cloudy, but it's a bit warmer than it was this morning. We did have a slight drizzle, but it's looking good. So I'm just walking over to sick bay. So here we have Roman enjoying his food from this morning, and then on the other side we have Hardy. He has finished most of his plates, as you can see. So Roman and Hardy are in here just because they're quite old and they've also lost most of their teeth, so they get special soft foods just to make life a bit easier for them. So here we go. And over here we have Scrow Troop, and then on my right side we have Robert Troop. So let's go. So just on our way to look who's over there in the Global Troop. Up there we have Uzga. She is quite tricky as she is quite high ranked, so she can be picky if she wants to be, which she is. There's Teo. And then over here we have Megan and her babies, June and Luty. And then the ones outside is Martini, Anya, Totsi and Danny coming over. So Martini is also quite high ranked, so she is also picky. She has not been dewormed yet today, as she rejected a jam sandwich as well as grapes. Totsi is a little bit lower ranked, quite low ranked actually, so it's difficult to get her close to the fence to give her her dewormer, so hopefully we'll be able to do it today. There at the back you can see Anya and Danny playing. There is Minimax joining them. So that's Anya on the left and Minimax on the right. And then Danny joining. Martini coming closer. Here we have Red eating his dewormer on a jam sandwich. That's Ronnie and Anya. Yeah, Anya coming. I'm just trying to throw some distractions so that they don't try and steal Red's dewormer. There we have Minimax. These little pieces of bread crust. Oh, plump. There you can see Red's almost finished. One last bite. Oh, he made it into 2. 3. And there we go. Red has been dewormed. We are back to deworming after lunch. I have 4 monkeys left. Martini, Totsi, Aisha and Uzga. So they have been quite difficult. Aisha is known to be difficult. Not really sure why, she just does. Good morning everyone. So today is the last day of James and Global Deworming, day 3. Yesterday I was unfortunately not able to get Totsi or Aisha. So today they will change their dewormers from Panicure to Milbamax. So Milbamax, might remember that I said yesterday, is a 1-day dewormer, while Panicure is a 3-day dewormer. So hopefully I can get them early this morning. The first day I did get both of them quite early in the day, but then I only saw them quite late yesterday, so wasn't able to get them. But here we are on the way to sickbay over there. Here's James' enclosure. Let's see who we have up here in the tree. So there we have Gimli. Little Gimli. Well, not little anymore, quite big now. And then we have, oh, accidentally zoomed in. And then we have the global foster mum intricate here in front with Megan and June and Lootie. Oh, it seems that they're still up on the perch up there. So yeah, not many monkeys up yet. There at the far back we have Ronnie. She was second in command. I think she might now have lost a bit of her title as Martini has crept her way up there. And there we also have a male stealing some food from Smarty. Over there we have Arpy. So Arpy came into the intracage as she has lost some condition. She's gotten quite skinny. She's skinny in general, but she's gotten skinnier, and just wanted to give her some extra TLC and love. TLC, yeah. But here's Arpy. She's quite an old girly, but she's doing good. And then this side we have Tony. So Tony came in as we suspected that he might have the respiratory virus, or at least just the start of it, as he was breathing quite a little bit rapidly and abdominal breathing, but he's doing a lot better now. He's going home today on 2nd shift, so I'm going to try and get him before he goes into troop, because I'm not quite sure how easy he'll be once he goes into troop. He might be, but he's also quite high ranked, so he might make life a bit more difficult for me to get the low rankers. There we have Keenan. over here. So some might remember Keenan's released last year or beginning of last year. He's doing really well. He is unfortunately quite low ranked, but he looks healthy. Very cute. And then over here we have Smarty, our old boy. Very cute. One of my favorite monkeys, actually. He was a bit picky yesterday, so usually he takes his dewormer on banana, or at least a banana or jam sandwich. But yesterday he rejected quite a few things. He rejected banana, he rejected grape. He took half of it on jam sandwich, the other half he decided to wash in his water bowl, and then he took it on a piece of papaya, the other half, which I was quite surprised about. But I saw that he was eating papaya from his leftovers, so I gave it a shot and he took it, so I was quite happy about that. And then this side we have Chip and Mrs. Potts from the global enclosure. So they're in here as they were kept as pets about 2-3 years ago, and they're just learning to bond with the troop and just get along. And then hopefully one day when we have enough people, we can try to introduce them slowly, and then they can join the troop. But for now they are quite happy together. We think they might have been kept together. So on the right we have Chip, and then on the left we have Mrs. Potts. So Chip also has chronic peritonitis, so it is the inflammation of the abdominal lining, which makes the absorption of certain foods quite tricky for her. But the last, I think about a month ago or so, she stopped her meds as she was doing a lot better. So usually she would be quite bloated, almost like a balloon, but she's doing better now, so we're quite happy about that. Oh, and then over here we have Red eating some banana. Oh, and up there we have Danny at the bottom, and at the top we have Eamon and Anya. So from bottom to top we have Danny, Eamon and Anya. And then the last monkey from the global intra-cages is Spiegel. So he is not being dewormed this time. His deworming has been postponed as we suspect, well, he's been coughing, so we don't want the respiratory virus to be affected by the dewormer or anything like that. So he's postponed to another schedule. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's go to sickbay and get ready for deworming. So once again, here I have everything set up. Over here I have my little treats, bread, jam, banana, raisins, mango, and grapes, as well as a little piece of papaya. So here, this is the consistency of the panicure. As you can see, it is little granules. And then Mulbamax are just 2 tabs, not that one, it's just 2 tabs that we smash and then put inside. My little closed tub of water if I want to mix with the panicure to turn it into a paste. The reason it's closed is because I kind of have a tendency to bump it over and spill it all over my station. Then over here I have milk thistle, the liver support, and then protexin, probiotics, as well as a nice sweet taste. And then my knife. So yeah, let's get started. So here we have Tony with his dewormer. Unfortunately, Smarty decided that grapes is not for him today. Oppie did eat hers though, so I'm quite happy about that. She did appreciate a little grape. Well, a few grapes. So as you can see, they take quite long with their dewormers. This is a reason that James and Global are kind of said to be difficult to deworm. Well, at least that's what I think. They can be tricky, and they can be very picky. But one of the other reasons that I think that they're quite tricky is because they just take so long to eat their dewormers. Whereas with other troops that I've seen is that they take their dewormer, quickly eat it before anyone else can get it. Whereas with James and Global, they take small little bites to savor every little thing. But Tony seems to be although he takes long, he is quite good with it. Could be a reason because this is his first year on the deworming list, but I don't think that stopped him from trying to steal other monkeys' dewormers previous years. So there you can see, almost finished. There we go, finished it all. That's just a little piece of banana itself left, but we'll just make sure that he eats it all. Although he has eaten the dewormer, just make sure that he's also getting the banana. There are a few monkeys that have surprised me in meds itself, that they will eat the meds off of the food and then sometimes just leave the food itself. This is usually when they get vitamin C. Some of the monkeys seem to like vitamin C as well as Protexin, but yeah. I love his little banana beard. Very small, but it's there. So here we are at Global Troop. In the intro cage we have Megan, Looty and June. At the trap door we have Abby, and there at the back we have Kofi. And then behind the fence is Sundance. She's a bandit juvenile. She was just grooming Kofi, which was quite cute. And then this little girl is Anya. So Anya was an orphan from last season, and she's doing really well. Here's Kofi coming up for her close-up. So here I have a few dewormers ready, some in jam sandwiches, Milbo Max in pineapple, and then over here I have my distractions of bread crust, and then I have just a little bit of a tea towel, just because the Protexin gets a bit sticky if it comes into your hands, and I'm not a big fan of it, so. Okay, here we have Kofi. Over there we have Ayla, the alpha female. Now, although Kofi is high ranked, if Ayla wanted to, she could come and steal it, which is the reason why I have distractions. But I'm just gonna walk away, not too far, so that I can still see that she's eating it, but just to not look suspicious. Well, I was trying to catch a moth. Little moth playing around. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. So here I'm just preparing the dewormer in some raisins. So this will be for Lychee. So the reason I'm doing it in these little small raisins is because she is with a baby. So if the baby does get one of the raisins, it's not the end of the world. Whereas if it would get a banana size or jam sandwich sized bite, it would be a lot more serious. Then we'd have to give charcoal, and because dewormers are just not good for babies' digestive system and so on. So yeah, I'm making some dewormer for raisins and for Lychee. So here I have some raisins with panicula in them, prepared for Lychee. So Lychee has been doing pretty well the last couple of days. Yes, girly, hi! Just coming up to the fence. So not all of them have the dewormer, some of them are just plain, just in case she gets a bit suspicious of them, that I can give them a normal one to calm her. There we go. So here we have good girly. Yeah. Good girly. No dopes. Here we go. No derbies. Lost few. Okay, these are just normal ones. Yep. And there we go. Thank you, Lychee. Here we have Teo finishing up his dewormer on grape. Like the same as yesterday, he's taking very small bites, savoring every bite. And it's a small grape, so it takes quite long. And there we go. We are all done. So this is day 2 of the deworming of James and Global, the 6-month deworming. As you can see on his finger, he still has some protexin left that was on top of the grape to make it. Protexin is a probiotic, so it is good for that, but also it tastes nice and sweet, so he likes it. Brianni with her dewormer on a jam sandwich. So Brianni is the alpha female of the James troop. As you can see, her coat looks really well. She's healthy, very pretty lady. That's a good one. This is Tony from Global Troop. So he's being released back into his troop today. He came in about a week ago. We suspected him to have the respiratory virus as he was breathing quite fast. Hello, coming up for his close-up. So yeah, he's doing a lot better now. He's not breathing as fast, as you can see, the abdominal breathing. So we're excited to let him go back home. Are you ready, Tony? Yeah. Just want to hold it. And there we go. Go in, Tony's. Here we have Pascal coming up. Him and Pascal are quite besties. They were released together as babies, and wherever you see Tony, Pascal is nearby, and the same. So here's Tony.